Dricus du Plessis discussed his game plan against Sean Strickland and the adjustments he made during the fight to secure the win. Here is what he said.
Yeah, the fight felt pretty close. I mean, I knew I lost to round one when I went to the corner because that was our game plan. Our game plan was to fight Sean Strickland's fight in the first 2 rounds, but fighting the exact fight that he would fight. So going forward and landing one punch, one kick. And that would surprise them a little because they would think I'm going to come out with the big bombs early. And after the first round, I went to the corner and I said, I think we have to, and obviously my coach would shout to me when the round's about to end to get that takedown. And we made sure we got that at the end of every round to either level the playing field or to make sure we tipped the round in our favor. So that was our plan. It wasn't necessarily, to get him down and hold him down. It was to get the takedown, secure a position, get back up. And after the first round, I went into the corner and I said, I think we have to do a little bit more than that because we lost that round. And he said, you definitely did. I saw him backpedaling and getting tired. And I felt, this is great for me. So from round 3, we started fighting my fight in terms of now I'm putting the combo together, trying to land the big shots. But yeah, I mean, it was a tough fight.
Illia Topuira responded to Yair Rodriguez, who claimed he got the title shot only through talking. According to Rodriguez, Topuira had an easy path to the title, thanks to his trash talking, and didn't really fight the best in the division. Here is how Topuira responded. They have not been giving me big fights because I have been talking but because I have been winning, which is something that differentiates him and me. I don't win fights because my opponent's shoulder pops out. I don't win fights because they beat me up and in the 5th round he took an elbow that I don't even know where it came from. They don't use me as a rag in the fights. They just want to excuse themselves and go to the UFC. You give him and not me. But of course, if he wins and you don't. What do you mean I talk? Let him talk and he will see that he will not get anything. If he is going to see this, a piece of advice for him, let him start winning and he will start receiving things. Talking doesn't get you anything. What you have to do is win. What you have to do is to train more and more, boy. Try harder, give the best of you, and everything is possible. Tom Aspinall thinks Jon Jones is being smart for avoiding a fight with him. Although Tom is not happy about the situation in his division, he understands Jon Jones trying to opt for an easier fight against Miocic and aiming for more money. Here is what he said. What I want to do is be the best in the world. And I don't like having a belt and there being another guy who everyone is like, well, you need to beat this guy to be the best in the world. I want to be the guy. It's not as complicated as people like Jon Jones are making it out. I don't dispute any of that Jones record. What I dispute is there being 2 champions and us not fighting each other. I think a lot of people get it twisted what I said. I've got so much respect for both Jon and Miocic. I think Jon is smart. I don't think he's scared. I think if the shoe was on the other foot, I'd be trying to do the same thing. If I could get more money, potentially, for fighting a guy who is 42 years old, not fought for 4 years, and is coming off a loss, as opposed to a guy who is active, 30 years old, and kicking everyone out, I would definitely take the 42-year-old and get the more money and the easier fight. Fans are eagerly anticipating what's next for Tom Aspinall. So far both Jones and Miocic have declined to fight him, which is insanely rare, especially for an interim champion. However, every fan is undoubtedly hoping to witness the best versus the best, with Jon facing Tom. Hopefully, that day will come. Daniel Cormier recently addressed Jon Jones' claims that he beat him up and took everything from him. The 2 rivals had exchanged words on Twitter in recent weeks, and now Cormier has responded to Jones on his YouTube channel.
Craziest thing to me about this whole situation with Jones, it's like if I could say 100 things about him positively, he hangs on to the negative thing. But I wasn't talking about him directly. I was talking about in business, and you have employees in your businesses. Sometimes things go sideways with the employees. and you say bad things. When someone's being a bad employee, you say bad things. That was my argument. Even if he won both fights, it doesn't change what happened with the fight with Dan Henderson. It doesn't change whenever you had the stuff that happened at UFC 200. It doesn't change all those reasons why Dana went off. But then he responds in a way like, I'm bitter. I'm not bitter, guys. I am fine with everything. I'm fine with everything. I'm the one that says, sure, he won the fights. Because I don't think he's the only person in my life that I fought that was on steroids. I don't believe it. There's probably a ton of guys that I fought over the course of my career that did steroids. I just didn't beat him. I couldn't beat him. Regardless of what he was doing, I couldn't beat him. That's my reality. And I'm okay with that.
Thanks for watching. If you're a fan of MMA, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Also leave a comment below with your thoughts on today's news. Keep supporting the sport, and we'll see you in the next one.